great to have you join us here. Good afternoon to you and happy new week. Yeah, Mondays are the best. I don't know why, but the particular phrase, you just rang my head and I felt like, okay, just have to say it out loud. Mondays are the best. So in case yours is not looking like it's the best, sorry, Mondays are the best. It's a really good day and I like to always say that to myself. And I hope you also, perhaps learn to say that to yourself as well, regardless of what you see. How your days are still a good day for me. My name is afternoon. Looking at some big stories that we have. National dailies, of course. I've got like 4 different headlines from The Punch, from Channels, from Premium Times. So we're taking a look at those, and then we'll do that till about 4 o'clock. And then at 4 p.m. we'll bring you the news, business news. Yeah. After the business news, we get to talk about particular tools for peace in a country. But hey, we're in Nigeria, so yeah, we'll be talking about Nigeria here. Government policies. We're looking at government policy as a tool for peace in Nigeria. Project topic. I'm sure someone must have done that somewhere. But hey, that conversation for 4 to 5 p.m. I'll be having a policy analyst join us for that one. But this is in line with the theme of this year's International Day of Peace, which was Actions for Peace, our ambition for the global goals. So I'm just looking at some of the actions for peace, yeah, that a government could take, or some of the actions that a government should take to ensure that there is peace in the country. I mean, we live in a country where people plan to shut down the country, protests here and there. Some people already have been kidnapped for one reason or the other. Ransom, abductions. Yeah. It's some form of conflict, isn't it? Some communities have been sacked. People in that community, they have jackpot to another community. Oh, they didn't cross the border. They didn't travel abroad. They're still within the state or within the country. But some form of conflict has pulled them out of their homes, of their residential area, of where they call their native land. Some people are afraid to go home. Why? Oh, because they are scared. They might not be able to get home in one piece. Because of kidnapping. I already mentioned kidnapping. And so many other things, right? There are agitations in different areas. Some people are planning to, we've also seen that happen before now. Picketing oil companies and demanding for one thing or the other. So, government policies as a tool for peace. And one of those is, of course, when it comes to, what's it called now? Revenue management. Of course, we're in the Niger Delta, and that's one particular aspect that people have been talking about. Yes, not only that people are talking about it, it's also one aspect that has caused so much agitation in this region. The transparency comes to formula. What's to which people? How are these things sustained? Is it money that's supposed to be given? How much should they be receiving? What is the law of infrastructure development in a particular area if the government is really sincere? Right? So we have a policy analyst that for us on that conversation. But faculty will come up, and afterwards, let's talk about the concerns that have been raised over the NLC's plan to strike. Organized private sector. They have said, hey, guys, can't do this. If we shut down the nation, it will really disrupt socio-economic activity across the country, and it's not going to be nice at this time, especially. So it won't be nice. So the organized private sector of Nigeria appealed to the federal government and the organized labor to please work harder to avert the looming disruption of socio-economic activities across the country this week. And of course, labor is, almost seeming like they are adamant, saying no, we must go on that strike if the government doesn't meet our demands. And then on the other hand, though, labor has also responded to that concerns that the organized private sector raised pertaining to the strike that NLC has been planning. And for labor, it's more like, well, you people don't want to join us on this strike because you want to keep paying your workers peanuts. So they're seeing it from a different angle, but the organized private sector is seeing it from another angle. You guys are government workers. These other people are not government workers. It will affect everybody. There are people that if the country is shut down the way NLC is planning it, oh, they will suffer much more than whatever it is they may be facing right now. So we'll have the President, Entrepreneurs and Investors Forum of River State, Ibifree Bob Manuel, join us for that particular conversation. And I'm basically looking at how will a nationwide strike actually benefit the masses. Yeah, some Nigerians will say the poor masses, we the poor masses. Please remove me, I'm not part of the poor masses. But hey, how will shutting down the entire nation benefit the masses? If you think there are ways it could benefit the masses, please do well to join us for that conversation at that time, and let's hear from you. All right? Okay, so that will be all for the show today. And of course, 6 o'clock, the major news comes your way, after which we will be back here with Open Season, where we get to take your thoughts again in case you missed out on any of the conversations within the course of the show. All right, so that will take us till about 6:45 because we have a recorded program for that time. Yeah, and then 7 o'clock, the sports crew will be here with extra time. So yeah, that's it. Once again, my name is Constance Megad. Get on Facebook and join the conversation. We're live on Facebook at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Well, for X, it's Nigeria Info PH. And elsewhere, you can find us, Nigeria Info. Just search for Nigeria Info at PH, you'll find us. What else did I want to say? Oh, yeah, you can also visit our website, all right? In case you're having issues getting online or something, or getting us on social media, get on our websites. Let your people also know. They can listen to us from anywhere in the world, all right? Get on our website and find out also what we have going on there. www.nigeriainfo.fm. All right, so for WhatsApp messages, I'll just read out the WhatsApp number and then we'll take a look at the stories from the big stories for today on the show. All right, so the WhatsApp number is 0809 030 6416. 0809 030 6416. Okay. So, excuse me, that's the number. So let's get to the stories that we already have here. So for the big stories today, Rose sent high to 9,000 naira manufacturers. I'm sure you've seen the story before now. The punch has it. It's still there though. So part of the story reads that the Cement Producers Association of Nigeria has warned that the ongoing plan of the federal government to introduce concrete roads will raise the price of cement to 9,000 naira per bag from the current price of 5,000 naira. Now, it also called on the current administration to permanently adopt facilitating large spacious cement industry, noting that Nigerians have no business buying cement for more than 5,600 naira per bag. Okay. Well, the Secretary just and they also commended the warning of higher consequences if the and provide ample time for a smooth transition. And they say this is to allow contractors to invest in commensurate and requisite equipment and retooling. So let's get your take on that. Concrete roads, cement price to hit 9,000 naira. Right in the newspaper. All right, let's move now. Who's next? Yeah, we have this one here from New York Times. Fire darts Supreme Court judges' chambers. Anyway, the fire has happened this morning. Fire said a section of the chamber of the Justice of Supreme Court witnessed the timely intervention of the courts and the Federal Fire Services to put out fires to the chambers located on the third floor of the sprawling court complex. So all the papers had it this morning. Fire got section of Supreme Court. And then Supreme Court reveals cause of fire. Anyway, they have said that no life was lost in that fire. And it's not going to affect the ruling of the appeals that people are bringing in, after the tribunal has ruled on the presidential election. All right, I'm sure that's what a lot of people just want to know. Please, hello, at the end of the day, what is the way forward? But they've already told us. Don't worry, it's not going to affect it. But that's that for that particular story. We move on now to another one. Okay, how many seconds do I have? All right, I'm going to run now very quick. 7 abducted students, 3 construction workers rescued in Zamfara State. But that's from the channel's website. But then I saw a follow-up to that on the Punch newspaper. And what they actually said is that 13 students were rescued. Hey, So whether it's 13 or 7, I'm glad that people are being rescued. Remember last week when the story broke, it was 24 of them that were kidnapped. So troops of Operation Hadarin Daji have rescued 7 female students of Federal University Gusau in Zamfara State and 3 construction workers who were abducted by bandits last Friday. I just had to put this here because I like good news. Yeah, I do. All right, we're going to commercial break. When I return, I've got one more story, and then we'll go ahead with your comments. Stay tuned. Now, so we're still in big stories for today, and I've told you about which one? Concrete roads, same fire got Supreme Court G's chambers, and the school guys did not. It's not good. So I have the updated version. So let me read from mine. Right, 7 abducted students, 3 constructors rescued in fire, and then the next one, fee hike. 50% of students may pout in next fee hike. Varsity drought in next 2 years. ASUU saying that one. All right, I'm taking that now from. All right, basically all the papers carried it this morning. Channels has it as well. The Vanguard also has it. So let's look at it from the Vanguard, because we've already taken a story from Channel's website. All right. Okay, so from the Vanguard here, the story reads that the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASUU, said many students may be forced to drop out of school in the next 2 years over the recent hike in fees by varsities across the country. Now, the national president of ASUU, Professor Emmanuel Osodeke, stated this in an interview on Channel's television. All right, so he said today, I'm quoting now, universities are arbitrarily increasing tuition fee. Is that correct? In an event today where the minimum is 30,000 a month, they have to pay rent and pay heavily for transportation, and you are enforcing this thing on students. So he says, as a result of this, I can assure you that you can check if none is done. This heavy being today in the next 2 years or 3 years, 40 to 50% of these students who are in school drop out. And he's also asking, if you say school fees of 3,000 naira, how can the children of somebody who earns 50,000 naira a month be able to pay such fee? Anyway, in case you didn't, just to remind you, some public universities in recent months have increased their tuition fees, what was described as the current economic rate. Anyway, I think it was this week that the latest kind of downward review after protests by students, right? But hey, all the same, the price is still up there. So those are the big stories. Let's hear from you. What's your take? 0817-923-0002. 08. What I'm seeing on our Facebook page is not updated. It's like I'm looking at 2 different scripts. So a particular story I added to my script is something that happened in Jos. And the story goes, the headline, I'm just going to read out the headline, and I won't have to read out the entire story to you. I'll just tell you what I've read so far. The headline reads, Why I Refused 20 Naira Bribe. Jos kidnapped victim's husband. As that story, in the interview, the man who had surgery in 2018, and for God knows what, the doctor decided to remove one of her kidneys. And by the time they went back, he confessed to it. All right. But was, offering them some amount of money, 20 million naira. He said by the time that kidney was removed, it was worth like 6 million or something. But in today's market, it's 20 million naira. But the man said he refused to accept that bribe. They should treat his wife. So just it's all to happen in the country today. So organ having thing, really crazy stuff is happening. All right, we have Frank. Before I do Frank, oh my goodness, where is Guy?
The views and opinions shared on this program do not present position of Nigeria FM.
Okay, just had to do it. Hello, Frank.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Frank from D-Lab. Good afternoon.
Yeah, we have to tell you several students and three social workers. Yeah, I want to commend the Nigerian agency for their action. And I want to urge them to rescue the remaining students of. I want to admonish our youth for them to do away with crime. Not with age. And if it's not done by day, there's no way and go to make sure they bring the rest of this money. If we are keeping every day. That's my comment. Thank you. God bless.
All right, thank you very much, Frank. Hello, Richard from Aaron. Good afternoon to you. Well, go on, sir.
Yeah, I want to respond to just two headlines, but about them. It's about the likelihood of centers passing 9,100 and about 50% of students if students out in the next 2 years. I must sincerely say that this is the unfortunate situation we have in this country, where we have leaders who are is to that their children remain on top and nobody come near again. That is why our education system and every other thing that has a direct bearing to the civil society, or should I call it how do I put it, in this country are being neglected. How can we get a better society if the 50% of the students in this country are next year? What we were talking about bandits, we are talking about whatever thing. By the time you see people about an increment, high of increment in crime.
All right, Red.
I don't know if our leaders, if they hear everything, is it that they are doing this thing intentionally, or is it that they don't know what to do? That Nigerians will suffer so much in the hands of people without themselves leaders. I just that their action will not lead to a level of class that they themselves may not withstand this. I just pray it will be so.
All right, thank you very much, Richard. Hello, Real Gates from Port Harcourt Township. Good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon to you,
welcome, Real Gates.
Thank you for welcoming me. Before a blind man gets you to you, that's a story inside, all right? Surprise with the naira. There are some plans that want to more. Because concrete tools, I thought a contractor that gets a job to construct a road will go to this company to buy in bulk. Not as me and you go buy one shovel of cement to take do batching of several bag. If they will come into direct in quantity people, how come price will not 9,000 to the contractor buy cement to construct the road, or me and you go to buy? For me, I think this is just right. But I think that the federal decide not to go on decision on concrete road, so that at least make them have their way with what they are doing. And briefly on the issue of these the students that have been released, kudos to the military. But my worry is this: whose report we go believe? At the year 13, at year 7, in between, I think the defense headquarters or whatever should come out and give us a concrete number of students that have been released out of the ones that we are taking out. Don't forget that the figures they took, they gave us one figure. How come now those released is coming in piecemeal? But kudos to them, so that at the end of the day, they say when you tell person we grind your beans, thank you. Next time you grind them well. So kudos to them. All
right, thank you, Real. Hello, Mr. Zion from DRA. Good afternoon.
I had a conversation with you with this cost of cement in Nigeria. And on that conversation, I told you to put it on and observe. The price of cement will be affected upon and it will be handicapped. And going to the president only did was a nightmare to him. What is the headline today? You see, when you talk about the macroeconomy, the dynamics that survive it. You have to put this in a fixed position like opposite to reach is going on in other industries. You don't have to go there to see the president. It's necessary. Oh, you will have this. Now, as I'm talking, the indices in the industry now are trying their models to increase or inflate the price, which will also affect things. It's kind of right inconsequential to you and I.
Right.
And the road construction people, there are other sources you guys mentioned to earth materials, yes, the cement, the concrete are durable, but not about Nigeria, which is on record also. So don't subject Nigeria on next day because of one or two people's business interests.
All right,
in
Mr. Zion.
Bayelsa State, concrete roads are better for Bayelsa State because of our plans. In the north, we don't need that. So how to cement manufacturers? Don't do what will affect our strength.
All right.
In Olobri.
All right. Thank you very much. Hello, Valentine from NTA Road.
Okay. Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, sir. Go on, please.
Yes. I want to react to the dropout of students from school in the next 2 years. But for me, I think the 2 years is too far. It's quite unfortunate that the government are using every means with their power to ensure that Nigeria youth get education. Why they send their own children abroad to get quality education, at the end they'll come back and lost. So it is good that they are to ensure that people don't get quality education. I'm believing that they do a step where foreign problem, do a step where the police will fight hard on the citizens who are supposed to go to school. Because no education is light. And for them to fight the light, they have to read policies to ensure that Nigeria youth don't rise in a big rate. So I think if the government take actions, I think the will go into more security, more banking, and all of that. And that is the aim of most of our politicians. They can use them during election time. And secondly, if government fails to make things easier for foreigners, I think it will lead to a lot of social disorder. I know my in school, some students who are not privileged to have sponsors, you see them do all manner of things to ensure that they can eat, pay for their textbooks, and pay for school fees. Don't be sad when you see you're going to school tuition. What will you say? You say, why are we going to tuition? Why do you survive? Me, I just say, you are going to fight. Rather, give them option than to go out to speak to me. For the young guys, you see them involved in all manner of things. I know that when I was in school, you see some students who leave school going to country just to make money for further education. Meanwhile, they teach children and receiving good lectures overseas and all of that. And they will come back to say they did the world class university, did the classroom. Meanwhile, their children is not in that world class. Their children is on that place. So
all right, Valentine. Thank you very much. Elumba from Artillery. Hi, good afternoon.
I give you constant. Now don't keep me so long.
Sorry, sir.
See, let me tell you something. All these things you wrote lead up now that are happening in the country. If you look at almost what you read, 95% of them is pointing the same direction. If you put it you read now, both for education, for banditry, for that, if you look at them, all of them is pointing one thing. The people that rule us, they don't want the country to good. And it's a high time the people that have Nigeria. They are like that these men have fell on people who intention with last time was against them that people want to do. I need to come and order to them and make sure they go to night. People will say they by 2 o'clock, midnight. Make sure that people repeat themselves. They use that night to repeat themselves to the power. At the end of the day, what we are getting now. What we are getting now is failure. In everywhere is failure, completely failure. We're going to get all of the take it to money. Some family of CVC who do the job. So what are we going to do? Health is also failure. Divide them, use money, divide them together.
So, Elumba, you've asked what we're going to do like 3 times. I'm still waiting for that. What we're going to do. What do you suggest we do?
What we suggest to do? Let the Supreme Court to cancel the election. Make do question. Who will make you rule? If you know some people voted for you, you will do what they want to move you.
Okay, let's wait for calling then. Hello, Emma from Owerri. Good afternoon. You're welcome.
Yeah, let me combine. I don't want to go into the Supreme Court. Let them know the whole bond because they must have some people doing that. That is my problem. See, my friend was years old. If you go to Germany, they build the roads. They road nothing less than years. In Germany, they don't do roads every year. Every after season, they do roads. After anything, they do. They don't do. Each road they build Germany for not 50 years. And what are they paying to now? Or they break multiple of those matters of this cement. Nothing will happen. And if it's German that produce, they don't want to talk forward. What will they try to say? They also want to and it really brings increase investment to that amount. Otherwise, Germans, they support all over the world. They have more than enough. Why not the minister or the government import this direct by themselves instead of buying for this so-called monopolizers here in Nigeria? The government allow one or two individuals to only bring in that like do whatever they want. It is not. I don't know this people brought out doing this road. I'm ending, honestly.
All right.
And the other man said on channel with pay you money something. I'm the money inside to attend that. Even though I have to pay a school fees that you see today. So what I mean, I agree with that. If you don't pay the rush of laundry, people will be that. More than you say, look at the happy one. Look at that. Increase.
All right. Thank you for calling. Daku. Good evening. Daku, you're welcome.
And I'm saying that Nigeria will become dropping school in school.
He said it may happen.
Because a lot of people afford the school system to the bottom school. In government, who should be put out there, free education. Because most of them are paying money. Like one of my friends went to a room school where the daughter was school from Jason.
Oh my, apologies for that. Robin from HA, could you turn off your radio set? Welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, on the issue of Nigeria dropping out school, next one piece, that's belated information. In the past 20 years, the Vice Chancellor of Nigerian University gave us statistics. We started and never finished it. We did with this material. The university, how many of my friends that we fight, what they count at the end of the day, the second guy, they were to become. It's not news. Then, the other habit, am I right?
Yes.
It's sorry that yesterday was watching. The lady, the one lady, this pathetic situation. That the killer, the medical doctor, who put that hospital maternity limit. That the name something maternity. A job for years has been clean to make one of woman's organ. The father was telling her, I have my head right, begging, forgive me. I will pay the amount. That's happened in jobs. Please, let us speak. If I say the particular, let the commissioner of health not sit in the place. To go down the method, to go down all the so-called hospital facilities, to attend the UEP or otherwise of such facilities so that people will not only touch hands. Good afternoon, I'm Mary from
All right, Robin, thank you. Hi, Bradley. Good
evening. Good afternoon. For me, I see ASUU is not saying they will invest in their practice. I say it will drop the next 2 years. It is better if it was their own case. ASUU will come out and that is so I think they like if it is better. This is common man here, so they should also fight for them, not just themselves. Now, also you see these students being kidnapped over the time. I don't know what. We should wait and then to come out, record them over the time students on being kidnapped. What is even happening? The northern states are adding this one. We can't do nothing. All the way points, nobody going to arrest them. What is happening? Education, they don't get a military men stay around the northern part. Don't get it. So let's keep it.
Thank you, Bradley. Ezekiel from Memoir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. This is Ezekiel. I'm calling from Ubum in the government.
All right.
I want to add my voice on the cement issue.
Okay.
I don't know if I may ask. What concerns the construction companies or the so-called manufacturers? I mean, the construction people that is building the roads or doing whatever thing they are doing in the site. What is their concern concerning the price of cement? I thought their own is to go to the factory. On the contract they have whatever company they want to buy the cement from, than to give this information of 9,500 naira if they will use concrete road.
Well, they're not saying that the price may increase as
Yes, I am not in doubt. For one man to be producing cement in the whole Nigeria, I am not surprised.
No, one man doesn't produce cement in Nigeria.
Whatever thing that is
Ezekiel
in price because of one man.
All right, Ezekiel, I think you should just a simple Google search. All right, just Google cement companies in Nigeria. That's all you need. All right, so that we don't keep doing that one man thing. Okay, so Fine. I'll take these few calls. I won't take any more because I need to read messages here, please. Hi, Braid.
Yes, so good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I am Braid.
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, let me talk about the cement. If construction is being taken by concrete construction, if there will be concrete construction, means we are going to buy cement at the rate of 9,000 naira. Yes, it's the monopoly of that business. You see, the truth is that Nigerians are getting all the raw materials within this country, and they are telling us that we are going to buy 9,000 naira. Other nearby countries where they are supplying this cement is buying lesser than what we are buying here in Nigeria. Why are they treating Nigeria like this? And we want ourselves a sovereign nation. There is no control of price. There is no price control at all. They can just get up and start their price anything they like. Organ investment. Well, I feel that the law should be able to take its course. And when you talk about the Supreme Court fire incident, there is something that prompts that. There should be proper investigation. There should be proper investigation.
Okay.
Before you know, some document, valid document concerning judgment as born, they will begin to tell us story. So investigation should be on right now.
All right. Thank you very much, I am Braid. Well, we've got commercials coming up, but just to add to that particular story about the Supreme Court fire, or the fire at the Supreme Court, this person, he's a spokesperson for the Supreme Court, Festus Akonde. He said there was a fire, but hey, people, calm down. It was just from an electrical fault. It's not as serious as they make it appear on social media. That's what he says. So that's just it from Festus Akonde. Let's go on that commercial break. When I return, I'll be reading your messages, all right? Just stay tuned.
For more talk,